I would like to throw light more on the platforms and the networks that are not the online networks, but really physical networks. And I believe that today, more so with the pandemic, we have realized the importance of collaboration than ever before. And I would go further to say that it's not just collaboration, but it's more of interdependence, where we realize that no country, no nation, no organization, no individual, and leave alone a university, can really function in isolation. You have to function in collaboration, whether it is two foreign universities or whether it is even two Indian universities. And one very innovative project that we plan to carry out with Dr. Karmalkar at the helm of affairs there, and we here in Symbiosis, is a collaboration between SPPU and Symbiosis, so that the students get benefited and the teachers, more importantly, get benefited. And in the larger picture, of course, both the universities get benefited. So I hope that this comes into reality, and this will be one great cooperation, maybe not an international one, but certainly a national one. Going further on to the networks and the importance of networks, we've seen a large number of networks globally that have really brought together organizations and universities to know more of each other. A couple of examples that I would like to quote is, of course, the NAFSA, which is the largest network of American universities, and now they've opened up to even other universities across the globe. And they do, help countries in Africa, in West Asia, even in Southeast Asia, so that the best practices of American universities are related or shared with some of the universities in this part or the developing world. Likewise, there is the European Association of International Education, another very big network of European universities. And now again, they have opened their network to other universities in Asia specifically. Like we, Pune University, are of course members of the EAI. And what we learn is the wonderful collaboration that happens between European universities and a large number of students that can move around between European universities. And I always wonder if this kind of collaboration can happen between Indian universities, because the countries in Europe are like states in India. And imagine a student from Tamil Nadu who can be mobile and come to Maharashtra, and a student from Maharashtra can go to Telangana for a semester exchange or for any program that he or she wishes to pursue. That would be, I think, something that will benefit the larger community. So these kind of networks, and along with that, of course, there is a new network that has come up recently, is the Obrial Global Network, which was founded in Spain. And this was really brought about to bring in Latin America and Europe closer. So they looked at a South-North cooperation, and now they have opened this network to Africa and to India. I chair the India chapter. And what we are now looking at, see, earlier these collaborations would more be in the northern countries, or it would be the northern countries that were kind of giving their best practices to the southern countries. But now we see a lot of South-South cooperation, and even a larger amount of South-South-North cooperation. Like the Obrial Global is trying to initiate collaboration and cooperation between Latin America, Africa, India, other parts of Asia, and of course Europe. And this will be a wonderful network of these continents, wherein there will be mobility of students, mobility of faculty, and maybe even mobility of academic programs. So these networks bring in a lot of best practices that can be shared. And I would like to highlight here another network that we are trying to formulate here in India, is the Indian Network for International Education. Actually, it was first conceptualized in Dr. Karmalkar will remember this, when Mr. Prakash Javadekar ji was the education minister, and he had come to inaugurate a conference here at Symbiosis. That's when some of us went to him and told him that there are some universities in India that that practice internationalization, pretty optimally. But there are many universities and colleges that also get hit by this whole globalization process, and there are students who would want to study abroad, who may want foreign students on their campuses, who may want internationalization of curriculum, but they don't know how to do it. So can we form a network of an international or an Indian network for international education, where universities and colleges can be brought, and some of us can actually mentor these colleges and universities? And we thought that doing this in Pune may not be the right thing, and therefore we discussed this with AIU, the Association of Indian Universities, and Dr. Pankaj Mittal, who's again a very active person in the space of internationalization, took it up very seriously. They've just, they've got it passed through their general council, and we hope to see this Indian network coming up very, very soon. And once that happens, actually, this network will bring in a lot of international cooperation, because this will be one body that is represented by the AIU, which has about more than 800 member universities.